The court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Brad Smith. Is the prosecution prepared?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is the defense prepared?
Yes, Your Honor.
Very well. Prosecution, your opening statement, please.
This case is open and shut. The defendant is clearly guilty.
Defense, your verdict?
The defense pleads not guilty.
Just as brazen as always,
I'll be calling in my first witness. The downstairs neighbor.
witness, name and occupation.
My name is Frank Solid. I work as a waiter.
Now, your testimony the night of the murder.
I got home at night after a long shift at work. It must have been 10:14 p.m. As I sat down to watch some much-needed television, I began to hear noises. What kinds of noises? They were, making noises.
I shall remind you that you are under oath.
Right! They were, moaning and banging. Moaning and banging? Why in the world would they be doing that? Since this was a first-time thing, I went upstairs to ask them to quiet down. But as I reached for the door, the moaning was interrupted by a loud scream. I kicked open the door to find Mr. Smith covered in blood, with Miss Smith lying dead on the bed adjacent. Yikes! Talk about gruesome! But I know my client is innocent. I just need to prove it!
Defense, you may begin your cross-examination.
How did you know the exact time?
Well, I
Check the clock when I get home. And after such a traumatic experience, you remember the time exactly? Yeah. But you can't even remember the noises clearly! That...
Your pointless badgering is yielding no result.
Cease this nonsense! The noises that the witness heard were not pointless. They're the key to this whole case!
These noises are self-explanatory and irrelevant to the case. Objection sustained. Please stop this line of questioning.
Understood, Your Honor. I know these noises are important. I just need to prove it.
Witness, what did you do upon returning home?
Are you certain that these noises came from upstairs?
Why else would you walk upstairs?
He has a point.
Witness, what happened when you arrived at his door?
Are you certain that the noises you heard were moaning and banging?
Have you not already been asked to cease this line of questioning? Yes, you have. So unless you can somehow prove that they weren't moaning and banging, I'll have you held in contempt of court.
Of course I can! Earlier, Jeff testified that this is a first-time thing, which is a weird thing to testify. In fact, I don't believe the banging and moaning occurred at all! I can't see why a newly married couple would make such noises under any circumstance!
Objection. Mr. Wright, have you ever had a girlfriend?
That doesn't pertain to the case.
Oh my, you haven't, have you?
The prosecution is slandering me.
Sustained. Mr. Edgeworth, please refrain from slandering the defense.
But...
Unless Mr. Wright's lack of a dating life holds any pertinent evidence to the case, I suggest you cease.
He didn't have to be so rude about it.
As I was saying.
I believe that the witness lied in his testimony.
And what did he lie about?
The noises.
This is your third time. You've been asked to cease twice. Overruled.
What?
Your prior actions lead me to believe that you are acting to slander the defense, so I will revoke my previous rule. No. Defense, do you have any evidence to disprove the existence of these noises?
One wouldn't have to prove unicorns are real, right?
Please elaborate. Otherwise, I'll hold you in contempt of court for this foolishness.
Sorry, Your Honor. What I meant was that we should not ask for something to disprove the noises. We should ask that the noises be proven! Asking for disproof assumes that the noises were commonplace!
Well, I suppose you're right. Objection! They were having sex! Sex! You know, intercourse, where babies come from. When a man and a woman really love each other, he puts his pickle in her jar. And it's a rough,
rough and illicit process. You ever tug your little dick? Yeah, well, it's 1,000 times worse, and she's gonna be moaning, cause he's going hard.
This is a court of law. Not only will your language not be tolerated, but also your outlandish theories.
Outlandish theories? Have you never seen a woman? Objection! Women aren't real.